Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, every well. Peace and blessing to the elect Israel. Shalom. All right, I just want to touch on, how the righteous have hope in death, man. All right, the righteous have hope in death, meaning that, if you were to die for the Lord, okay, and if you are a part of that elect, you have hope, man. Okay, you have hope. Okay, and that's some of the lot of the men of the Lord, man. All right, that they're gonna have to die for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but it's an honorable thing to die for the Lord, man. Okay, so we have to gird up our minds and meditate upon that. You know what I mean? Because that may be somebody's lot. That's going to be someone's lot. It's already written. So I just wanted to touch on that. Lord's will, this video is edifying and comforting to the hopefully elect. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 32. It says, "The wicked is driven away in his wickedness, but the righteous hath hope in his death." Right. So plain and simple, man. Okay. If you are part of that elect, and if you die for Yahweh Shem Shai, you have hope in your death. Okay. This is Revelation 14. I'll start at verse 12. "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High, and the faith of Yahweh Shai. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, Blessed are the dead, which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yes, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." Okay, that's why the righteous hath hope in his death, man. Okay, I also want to get this real quick. I'll go to the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, the 11th chapter. Ecclesiasticus 11, I'll start at verse 25. "In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity." Verse 26, "For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways." Okay, so it's an easy thing for the Lord to reward a man according to his ways in the day of death, man. So the righteous hath hope in his death. Why? Because he fears Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and his works do follow him, man. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." All right, this is going into how there's going to be a space war, all right, with the NATO and the EU, which represents the dragon, which is the Roman Empire reincarnated, and against Yahweh Shai and the angels, man, okay? Verse 10, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night." Okay? And this is how you know this is talking about future prophecy, because what happens after Esau's cast down? It says what? Now is come salvation, man. Okay, so once Yahweh Shai has that war in heaven with Esau, Edom, then you're gonna have Yahweh Shai's kingdom being set up, man. Okay, and it says the accuser of our brethren is cast down. All right, when you read Psalms 55, okay, I'll just go straight to the point, or Psalms chapter 50, Salakia. Psalms chapter 50, going straight to the point. It says, Psalms 50 in verse 19, it says, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son." Okay? Talking about Esau, that's what he does, man. He's the accuser of our brethren, man. Okay? Revelation 12 and 11. "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb." Who is that they? That's talking about the elect. Lord's will we be a part of that number. "And by the word of their testimony. And they love not their lives unto the death." Okay? So the elect are not going to love their lives unto the death, man. Okay? Because why? Our lives are hidden. Our lives are on reserve right now with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. The scriptures tell you how our lives are hidden in Mashiach, rough paraphrasing. So right now we're basically dead. We're spiritually alive, okay, but we're basically dead because we're not really living on this side, man. Okay, we're living in the kingdom to come. Okay, but we gave up our bodies as a holy living sacrifice to Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. That's why the righteous have hope in his death. Lord, will we be a part of that number? 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting at verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep. All right, what does it mean to be asleep? It means to be basically dead, That's why when the little girl was dead, they were like, she's dead, she's dead. Yahushua said, what? She's not dead, she's asleep. Okay? And that's why you hear what? Sleep is the cousin of death. But basically meaning when the Apostle Paul is saying them which are asleep, he's talking about them which are dead. Concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. But we read in Proverbs 14 and 32, the righteous have hope in his death. So Apostle Paul is saying, don't be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep. So those brothers who may die in the faith, hey, don't be like them which have no hope, man. Okay, because why? The righteous have hope in his death. We're going to read about it. Verse 14. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Okay, so the brothers, if you die, any brothers who may die in the faith, you're going to come back with Yahushua, man. Just like how Yahushua died and arose again, the Most High is able to raise you up as well. Okay. Verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Right? So just because we're alive and we're going to see the Lord coming, that doesn't mean those who died in the Lord are not going to be with the Lord when he comes back as well. Verse 16. For the Lord himself, talking about Yahushua, shall descend from heaven with a shout. What is that shout? The Lord is coming back to and he's going to cry and wail out like a travailing woman, but as well, he's going to gather his elect, man. Okay, from the four corners of the earth. Just like how it tells you in Revelation 18 and verse 4, come out of her, my people. The Lord is gonna literally say that as well. We get beamed up into them chariots. Lord's will, we be a part of that number. Okay. Read it again. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High. And the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. The righteous have hope in his death. Why? Because you're going to be risen first, man. Okay. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. The clouds is talking about the chariots, man. Let's just get a quick one. Psalms 104 and verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. As well in Revelation 1 and 7, it tells you what? That Yahushua is coming back with the clouds. As well in the book of Acts, the first chapter, okay, they said they looked up into heaven, they saw a bright cloud, all right, and it received Yahushua, man. So it's talking about a so-called UFO, a chariot, okay? It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. So shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. Okay, so let this be comforting, man. Okay, these scriptures are known as the comforter. But it's very comforting to know that the righteous hath hope in his death, man. Like it said in verse 13, we're not going to be as others which have no hope. Lord's will we be a part of the elect. Or Sirach 4 and 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right, we got to strive for the truth unto death, man. Okay, we have to be willing to die for this truth. But guess what? It says what? The Lord shall fight for thee, man. Okay. So any brother who may die in the faith, just know Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to fight for you, man. Okay? And any brother who's willing to die in the faith, just know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to fight for you, man. Alright? We vow to vow unto the Lord, man. Okay? And we cannot defer to pay our vow, man. Alright? Because our lives are on the line, whether we live or whether we die. Psalms 48 and 14. For this, the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is our power forever and ever. He will be our guide even unto death. Okay, so the Lord's going to be there to guide us even unto death, man. Okay, because the times of death is coming. And some of the men of the Lord are going to be taken with that sword, man. Okay, but guess what? The Lord is going to fight for us. Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we have to endure, man. Okay? The Lord said he's going to give us a crown of life. What's a part of that? Revelation 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Talking about this knowledge, man. We got to endure unto the end. Matthew 24:13 tells you that. Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Okay? I want to get another one. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Right. Getting your head chopped off for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai may seem miserable. Okay, but the Lord is going to make it to where your spirit can endure it, man. Scriptures tell you that he doesn't give us anything above than what we can endure or handle, roughly paraphrasing. Verse 3, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Why? Because the righteous hath hope in his death. Verse 4, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh Bashim Yahushai proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, when we come back with our Lord, Yahweh Shai, well, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but Yahweh Shai is coming back with the chariots, and the dead in Mashiach are going to be with him. Lord, will we be a part of the elect, all right, whether we die for the Lord or not. Okay? I'm going to read it again. Wisdom of Solomon 3:7. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine. Talking about we're going to have those glorified bodies, man. Lord's will be a part of the elect. Okay? They shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Spiritual power, man. Okay? Running to and fro like sparks among the stubble, man. What does it say in Isaiah the 40th chapter? Isaiah 40, starting at verse 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard? That the everlasting power, the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord, the hopeful elect, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint, man. Okay, spiritual power, man. Wisdom of Solomon 3:8. And it says, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. Right, just like we read in Revelation 2:26, man. Okay, that's a part of that crown of life, man. But guess what? You have to be faithful unto death, man. But we have hope in our death. Lord's will we be a part of that number. Verse 9, Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. First Maccabees 2, starting at verse 50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous therefore for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph in the time of his distress kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phinehas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Joshua, which says Jesus but really is Joshua, for fulfilling the word,
was made a judge in Israel. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Elias, which is Elijah, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. All right, and that's the same thing for the men of the Lord now. You know, if you're going to be zealous and fervent for the law and of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're going to be taken up into heaven in that whirlwind, man, those chariots, as we read earlier in 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Okay, and a part of that zeal is being willing to die for the Lord, man. 1 Maccabees 2:59. Ananias, Azarias, and Misael, which is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, by believing were saved out of the flame. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions. And thus consider ye throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Fear not the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. And that's talking about you, Esau. Okay, brothers, don't be afraid of Esau. Yahweh said it. Don't be afraid of them which can kill the body. You know, but be afraid of him which can kill both body and soul in hell. The Lord can destroy your body and make your life a living hell, man. Okay. Verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow shall he not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Right? So right now, Esau, you're in rulership, but tomorrow, spiritually, you won't be found, man, because it's going to be our kingdom. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Okay, I want to get this precept real quick. Go to the book of Job, chapter 20. And I'm going to start at verse 6. Job 20, starting at verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Because you devils are going to be exterminated, man, after you serve your time in slavery in the kingdom of heaven. But before that, the Lord is going to destroy your enterprise, which is your new world order. 1 Maccabees 2:64. Wherefore, my sons, be valiant, and shew yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it you shall obtain glory. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakudash, Kol Halayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that we will. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom and a Baba Ball.